Hey everyone, it's been a week or so. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. I understand that things may seem a little bit chaotic sometimes, but you know what? Things must go on. As you probably all saw yesterday on the 12th of March, we made another break announcement, bringing another solution that has been muchly needed in the marketplace to help companies who are raising capital from accredited investors, family offices, institutional investors. And people would say, well, why do they need something? Because just like anything else, you need to make sure you're compliant. So on the 12th of March marked the release of our global direct issuance platform. So what is it? What is a global direct issuance platform? Why do I need it? So as you all know, just to kind of back up a little bit from our previous discussion, there are many ways in which a company can raise capital from wherever you are in the world. Doesn't matter, US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, China, does not matter. If you want to attract investors, you need to meet the regulatory obligations of the country you're in and any of the countries you are entering into. And in particular, this is very clear in all the countries around the world. When you are targeting accredited investors, the information you provide cannot be made to the general public. And this is the distinction a lot of people have a problem with. They do not understand why this is the case. So regulators want to protect the market that the wrong type of investors are not going into your offering. And some regulators are more aggressive in that stance than others, but ultimately it's the same situation. Only those who qualify should be able to see your information to be able to then consider investing. And when they do decide to invest, then there's a whole compliance. We'll get to that. So what are the ways to raise capital? So to recap, one, you can go to your family and friends. Okay, you can go to angel groups where you do online filling out forms. You can go to venture capital route. You can go to a broker dealer, and hopefully they'll take you on as a client to help you raise capital, or you can do it on your own. So when you're dealing with accredited investors, a company can raise capital on its own. Okay, you can do that. You can go to different groups and tell people I'm raising capital, like you do right now when you go to events or you go to angel events or venture capital events. You're flogging your deck everywhere. So you got to be careful with that. So I'll get to that as well on the compliance side. So now we are living in the 21st century where regulators are being more prudent, and more importantly, they're very tactful. They're watching your activities. They're seeing what you're putting out there. So they're going to wait. They're going to wait till you either close and then or during the time that you're doing the offering, and they are going to reach out to you. Please let us know, all the people that saw this offering. Let us know who are all the investors in this offering, and how did you make sure their ID and AML, bad actor, investor verification, depending on what country you're from. So all of those things you now to then need to produce. You don't get a pass on those things. You do not get a pass, and it's not just ID and AML in the way it's done. No, it's far more than that. So it's important that you have that. So the difference between 5-10 years ago is that we did that manually. We paid lawyers to do it, and you remember the cost. Today, we have the tools, and that's the exciting part. We have the tools. So what is the tool? The tool is very simple. Today, with a direct issuance platform, you can raise capital on your website. Yes. You can put a button on your website or a little page telling people we are raising $15 million for accredited investors, family offices. That's legal. You made it clear to people that this is what you're looking for. You're not providing any other details. You're providing high-level information as you would anybody else. And you're being very specific that the investors who can potentially invest have to be accredited wholesale investors, sophisticated investors, high net worth, family offices, venture capital, private equity. So it's or institutional. So now, how do you know? How do you know? So the direct issuance platform, what it does for you, excuse me, it allows you the ability to launch this on your website with your colors, your look and feel, with your offering. So it allows people anywhere in the world to be able to, if they hear about it, and to register. And what it does, it pre-qualifies them by asking them a series of questions as to the type of investors, depending on what country they're coming from, protecting you, the company, to make sure that only those who qualify are actually viewing your offering. So Oscar Joffrey logs in, says from US, I say I'm an accredited investor. I'm then able to click on your listing. And if you are allowing US accredited investors to view your opportunity, I can view it. If not, it will give me a message saying that at this time, it's not available in your region. See, and in that point right there, you protected yourself, you protected your company, your board of directors, your current shareholders in your company by not violating, going into a jurisdiction, a country that you had no intention of going into. So this is the protection. So when you set it up, you indicate what countries you are willing to look at investors from. And of course, you should speak to your lawyers to make sure you're getting proper legal advice as to make sure that you haven't violated any of these securities violations in any of those countries. So then Oscar comes in, and let's say you are allowing American investors. That's great. I then get to view your opportunity. There's a whole, instead of looking at it through a PowerPoint presentation, there's a video, terms of the offering, providing all the necessary information the investor needs, financials, projections, PowerPoint presentation, a video, all of it displayed in a way where the investor at the comfort of their desktop or their computer can view it and resonate with it and see who your team is. And at any given time, can begin the process to say, I'm interested in investing. And when they do, the platform kicks in with a full KYC, ID verification, AML, investor suitability criteria. And then again, because I'm a US citizen, it will then ask me to indicate my investor accreditation. So I need to be verified by a third party in order to make sure that I am an accredited investor. And the investor provides that information, signs the subscription agreement online, pays it online. So there are many different payment methods: ACH, EFT, credit cards, wire transfers. Now, people often ask, Oscar, can you guys do crypto? The question isn't whether we can or cannot. It's the question is whether you can. And we can't answer that question. Only your lawyer can. Every country's got different laws about whether a company can accept crypto. And just so you're aware, I make no joke about this at times when I tell people, a company can accept a banana for its shares. It's an exchange. There is nothing in our bylaws or anything in securities laws that somebody must pay you, a fiat currency or anything like that. No, not at all. We can accept anything in exchange for our securities in our company. But given that crypto has gotten a lot of attention in the market, some regulators have created certain rules to make sure that if companies are raising money to build their business, and obviously if crypto goes way down, let's say you were raising 5 million, by the time you close, that crypto is worth 2 million, you can understand and appreciate what some of the problems could be in the marketplace. And of course, the fact that you've lost $3 million value. If it was fiat, you wouldn't have that situation. So again, this is for companies who are looking to be in control of their offering. Can you still work with a broker-dealer? The answer is yes. It was built, it's the same framework that we provide to broker-dealers today, we're providing to companies. The same framework. And more importantly, it puts you in control on the driver's seat of managing your offering to the market. And obviously, you will get the guidance from your lawyers, your advisors as to where you can place the advertising for it to draw the traffic in. So hopefully that gives you a high-level overview of that. If you want to get more information, contact me. We do have a link and some information on it, and hopefully that'll give you a bit of clarity of direct issuance platform. Now, on the compliance side, the final side of it, all this, as I said to you before, this is going to help you in many ways. The reporting element that it will provide you if a regulator knocks on your door and says, excuse me, can you please let us know all the investors you got in your platform? You don't have to scramble around. You don't have to spend thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars with your lawyers to produce a report to the SEC or any regulator, the OSC or FCA. It doesn't matter. The point is that this way you're able to show people who came in from what IP address, what they indicated they were, and why they got to see it. And then, so those are the people that came in to look, and then you can also provide a report as who invested. So at the end of the day, what is it? A fully compliant global direct issuance platform to help you raise money from accredited investors worldwide. So I hope you have fun. I look forward to talking to you guys soon, and stay safe. Take care.